This is the MTN Noon News.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining us on your Friday. I'm Jeanelle Slade. Well, a major piece of Montana history has gone up in flames. News breaking early this morning that the historic and iconic M&amp Bar and Cafe in Uptown Butte caught fire and is ruled a total loss. MTN's John Amy covering that story today joins us now live from the scene. John, this is a major hit to Butte. Can you describe the scene and tell us what you've learned?
Well, that's right. Well, I'm out here on Main Street, and right now firefighters continue to fight this blaze. Earlier today, they were dealing with hot spots. And now, in just the last few hours, they've been getting more flames. These hot spots have been starting more fires, and it continues to smoke. Firefighters continue to put smoke on the historic M&amp building. Now, this began earlier this morning. About 3 o'clock, they received a report of flames coming out of the top of this iconic building, which was built in 1890 and houses the M&amp cigar store. And firefighters have been spending the last few hours containing the blaze. The blaze completely gutted the building. They got it under control. They've stopped it from spreading. But like I said, only within the past hour or two, hot spots have been kicking back up, creating more smoke, forcing firefighters to put more water on this building. And it continues to be an ongoing fight. And again, this fire completely gutted the building. It occurred sometime in the early morning hours this morning. Fortunately, the building was not occupied at the time. Firefighters say there's been no injuries. The cause, though, obviously is still under investigation. In fact, they can't really get in and investigate it until they get the fire under control. But right now, it is still an ongoing fight, and they're trying to protect other buildings that are adjacent to it. And there's been reports of smoke damage to the building north of it and to the south of it. But it is still an ongoing battle, and definitely a shock to the city of Butte, because this is such an historic building here in Uptown Butte. And that's the story here from Butte right now. We're going to give you more information later. And reporting live, John Amy, back to you.
All right, thanks so much, John. Again, MTN's John Amy live from Uptown Butte, where we lost a big piece of Montana history today. Thank you. And of course, as we learn more, your local MTN station will have the latest updates online throughout the day and on air this evening. Well, it's now time to check in on the weather scene as we head into a very cool Mother's Day weekend. Hello, Miller.
Hi, Jeanelle. How you doing?
Good. How about you?
May I say happy Mother's Day to you as well?
Thank you very much.
Okay. All right. Well, keep the umbrella handy this weekend because we do have rain in store. Already starting to see a cold front move in on the western side of the state. In fact, let's take a look. Can anybody guess where that cold front may be? Now, it's not cooling the temperatures down yet, but if you take a line from Cut Bank down just west of Dillon, you can see that line of showers there. That's where your cold front is. That will continue to migrate through the area, so temperatures will fall throughout the day behind that cold front. This is giving us showers, and then as we get into the afternoon, central parts of Montana moving to the east. Later this afternoon, this evening, early tomorrow morning, we have a chance not only to see that rain, but we could see some really strong to severe thunderstorms. I'll tell you exactly what that means with the main forecast coming up here in just a bit. Jeanelle.
All right, thanks, Miller. Well, in western Montana, often the sound of helicopters in the Bitterroot Valley signals the beginning of another fire season. But yesterday, it marked the location of critical training to keep those fires under control. For the first time ever, U.S. Forest Service RAPPEL teams are using locations in western Montana to prepare for the upcoming fire season. Now, beginning with groundwork in Missoula, these specialized firefighters went airborne Thursday. Their goal, to evaluate a new training location on private land just south the Bass Creek Recreation Area near Stevensville. Now, teams from all over the Northwest geared up to deploy to be recertified as they prepare for this critical mission. Now, these teams are vital for rapid deployment to fight smaller lightning-caused fires in remote backcountry. Well, the U.S. economy appears poised to take off as millions of Americans get vaccinated each day and businesses reopen. But this recovery appears to be going slower than many economists expected. Steve Dorsey has more details from the White House.
The U.S. economy still has more than 8 million fewer jobs now than it did at the start of the pandemic.
We're still digging out of an economic collapse that cost us 22 million jobs.
The Labor Department reported 266,000 new jobs last month, far below the 1 million jobs that some economists expected, and the unemployment rate is still above 6%.
Today, there's more evidence that our economy is moving in the right direction, but it's clear we have a long way to go.
One of the biggest drags on economic growth right now appears to be the extended unemployment benefits passed during the pandemic, which some say is providing an incentive to workers to stay home.
Clearly, if somebody can make more money by being home and collecting unemployment and taking care of their families, that's a smart economic decision. And it may force restaurants and some of the other areas of the economy to really pick up the wages.
The White House says it doesn't see evidence that unemployment is keeping people from looking for work.
The data shows that more workers are looking for jobs, and many can't find them.
The hospitality industry showed the biggest gains in the April report, but demand for employees still outpaces supply.
We can't open 5 days yet.
Chef and owner Amy Murray says she needs workers right now.
It's unbelievable how many people are coming out for Mother's Day. It's almost like the debutante ball of the season.
Mother's Day is one of the busiest days of the year for restaurants. Steve Dorsey, CBS News, the White House.
Now, manufacturing saw one of the biggest dips in the April jobs report with a loss of 18,000 jobs. Now, most of those coming from automakers. Analysts say that's largely due to the global shortage of semiconductor chips, which has idled some factories. Well, President Joe Biden has a new mission for the great outdoors that could have a huge impact on Montana. He unveiled the America the Beautiful plan yesterday, which would conserve 30% of U.S. lands and waters by 2030. Many specifics have not been released, leaving some Republicans skeptical. Montana Senator Steve Daines says the plan does not resolve his concerns. He calls it an effort to lock up lands. The administration's early goals are to create more parks and safe outdoor opportunities, support tribally led conservation priorities, and reward voluntary conservation efforts of ranchers, farmers, and forest landowners. And take a look at this. Cameras were rolling as a Billings veteran took his first steps in 3 years. Don Naffs served in the U.S. Navy during the Vietnam War. In 2018, he was diagnosed with infections in both of his feet, and doctors were forced to amputate. Don quickly began learning to use his prosthetics, and after years of daily physical therapy, he finally accomplished his goal of walking again.
This is really tough. You got to learn your balance. Your legs is your balance, your counterbalance. What you've done before, you have to forget it. It's completely different.
All he wants to do is walk. He just wants to walk. So to see him be able to do that again, it was pretty emotional. There was a few tears there. So pretty happy for him.
Congratulations. Now, Don's next goal is to drive his 1923 Ford T-Bucket again, but he says he'll settle for just being able to take a ride in it. Well, after the break on your statewide noon news, whether you have 2 legs or 4, giving big doesn't have to stop. A story behind a small puppy's voice and eyes. But first, meteorologist Miller Robson is in with your statewide weather forecast. Don't go away.